Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamini Mishra and I make makeup videos. I'm a freelance makeup artist and thank you for joining in. For today's video, we are going to do a red lip or any of the bold lipstick that you want to use, that kind of a makeup. And I'm going to show you how I do bold lips with like what kind of eyes do I do with bold lips. So I'm going to share all that with you today, and also I'm going to share few hacks of products that everybody doesn't have, so I'm going to share that as well. So without further wasting time, let's get into the video. For doing any kind of makeup, it's very certain to do CTM, that's cleansing, toning and moisturizing. And since I've already cleansed my face, I'm going to begin with toning my face. And if you guys don't have any toner, you can always go ahead and use this rose water. I use Kama's rose water. You can use any of the rose water, be it the Dabur's or any of the brand that you can use. And the certainty of the rose water should be like it should be organic, so that it should not harm your skin. So yes, we are going to use the toner. A lot of rose water. Now I'm going to take this cotton pad and I'm just going to clean it off. For moisturizer, I'm using Biotics Morning Nectar. It's very good moisturizer, and I've been using this moisturizer since ages now. And if you're looking for a moisturizer that goes with any kind of skin type, this is moisturizer. And I have oily skin, oily combination skin, so it suits my skin pretty well. So I'm going to apply the moisturizer nicely. I have already applied some of the lip balm. For today's video, I'm going to do a red lip. What kind of makeup, like eye look I go for when I do bold lips, red lips or any of the bold shade. Some people love to do heavy eyes as well as the heavy lips, but I go heavy either on eyes or on lips. So I'm going to show you how. Once I have moisturized my face, we're going to let it set in. And first of all, we are going to do our eyes. I'm so sorry, I blabber a lot. I'm sorry. We are going to do our eyes. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I think that's okay. Whatever. Fine. So, hack number 1. If you don't have a eyeshadow base, which is this, I use Inglot and I use NYX as well. I told this hack in my previous video as well. You can always go ahead and use a concealer. Any of the concealer that you use on your skin after the foundation, you can use it on your eyelids. So I'm going to use a generous amount of concealer. The concealer I'm using is from Maybelline Fit Me, and the shade is, I think, Golden Beige. So I'm just going to set it with the brush. And the palette I'm going to use today is this Makeup Revolution palette. We have applied the concealer right pretty nicely. Now for setting the concealer, we're going to take this kind of fluffy eyeshadow brush, you can see. And we are going to take any of the matte shade. I usually use compact. You can always use compact if you don't have matte shade. I pretty much can't see any of the good matte shade near to compact, so I'm using this. Or you can use compact. Majorly I use my compact to set my eyeshadow base. It is very essential to set your eyeshadow base because your eyeshadow will crack and becomes lumpy, and it will not blend nicely, and it will not at all stay for a longer period of time. So it's very important to set your eyeshadow base. Nicely. Make sure your eyelids becomes really smooth, as a painter. Whenever you are tending to make some painting, you want your canvas to be clean, huh? So that's what we are aiming for here. Once we are done with setting our eyelids, we are going to move on to applying the tape. So Why applying a tape, huh? It's because I want a precise eye look, and for that I'm using a tape, and you should also use a tape because it's a बहुत precise आपको eye look मिलता है, and that too without working too hard for getting that eye look. So I'm going to teach you the trick. You have this lower lash line where it ends. From here you are supposed to apply it this way, diagonal way, so that it should meet the end of the eyebrow. This is the trick. From here till here, like this. And make sure to take the tape and just apply it like this at the back of your hand so that the glue of this tape doesn't affect your skin too much and you don't end up getting rashes all over. From here till here, from this end to this end. I can't wait for this quarantine to get over because I badly want to get my eyebrows done. You can clearly see. Please spare me. Do not leave any of the negative comments that, oh my god, she hasn't done her eyebrows. I just cannot do my eyebrows by my own. I have to go to the parlor and it's all shut right here. As you can see, this tape is not working. I'm going to switch the tape, apply it and be back. Just a minute. And we're back with a different kind of tape, you can see. So we are going to begin with the eyes so that हमारे face पे कोई fallout नहीं, we don't have any kind of fallout on our face. For eyes, I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm not going to apply too much of any shades, no dark browns. I'm just going to use the subtle warm tones. So as I told you, I'm using the Makeup Revolution palette. I am going to use the lightest shade right here. You can also use this, but since I'm going to take red lip, I'm not going to take this pink tone. I'm just going to take this lighter brownish color. The axis, and just like this, apply it onto the crease. With a very gentle and soft hand, just really nicely. I would have worn a lens, a hazel color lens. I would have worn a hazel color lens since I don't have it and I cannot buy it as well because everything is closed. So I did not use any. So I'm just keeping it all natural. Very softly we are going to blend it. Now I'm going to take a little darker brown, this one, but very very tiny amount of it because I don't want to go too heavy onto my crease with a precise brush. I'm going to dust off the excess because I really want really tiny amount of it. I'm just going to put it into my crease. Just like so. Just below where we put the other color, जो भी आपका natural crease है, you're supposed to put the color a little above than the natural crease so that अगर आपका hooded eyes है, so that you can see the color where you're applying it. And you get that very beautiful transition effect. Just like that, you're going to apply. Now I'm done with my crease. I'm going to take any of the kajal that you have. I'm going to take this kajal. It's from Lakme, and you can take this sort of kajal. And the key is, आपको इसको ऐसे drag करना अपने eye को, and you have to apply a very thin layer of this kajal. Very thin. Make sure it's very thin because we are going to blend it. Let me apply it, but I have to pull it. So I'm just gonna do it off camera and I'll be back. I'm not going to do it off camera. I'm going to show you how to do it. So you're just going to drag it like this and very thin, gently applying a very thin layer of this kajal. Like so. Yeah, because we are going to smooth it up. Now I'm going to take this precise brush and it's from back. The number is 201. Now I'm again going to grab my eyes like this. I'm going to lift like this and just going to smudge it all. Like wherever you place the kajal, you're just supposed to smudge it softly. really softly. You can see a kind of smoky effect. That's what we are aiming for. I'm not going to put anything on my eyelids. I've done just a crease and now I've applied the kajal. That's it. I'm going to do it on the other hand and I'll be back. I'm done with my eyes. Now I'm going to remove the tape. See? You can clearly see the eyes. How intense. No, not intense, but it has come out pretty well. Now I'm going to clean the fallout. Don't think that you're not going to have any of the fallout. See, even though I didn't do any kind of dramatic thing on my eyes, I still have fallout. Just like this. We are going to see that what we are going to do with the eyelids, and if I feel anything I'm going to put on a shadow, but right now I'm not feeling anything, so I'm just going to leave it like this. And for another hack, we are going to use a primer, which many of us don't have. I personally use this Embroilis' primer. This is a primer, this is a cream that I use as a primer, and it's a very, very amazing cream, and it's pretty expensive as well. And by chance, if you don't have this primer, you can, this or any of the primer, you can always go ahead and use this Nivea Men Sensitive Aftershave Balm. Yes. And Aftershave Balm as a primer. It's very good. Shit, I took a lot. It's really, really good. Make sure you take this one, the sensitive one. It's very amazing. Your base will turn out beautiful when you apply this. So I'm just going to apply it here. And it has I'm sorry, it has very amazing fragrance as well. I'm going to apply it on the nose because I have pores right here. And then I'm going to apply it right here on my forehead. It settles in your skin really nicely. Yes, I have bought. She's intimate me. Yeah. It's a life-saving hack, trust me, and this bottle will cost you really, really less, and it's going to go on for a pretty long time. I had this bottle for months now, and trust me, the result for this is amazing, and you are going to see it for yourself. For today's video, I'm aiming for a glossy kind of skin, so I'm going to use a facial oils as well. Another hack number 3, I guess, is if you don't have this kind of any of the facial oil which are trending right now, if you don't have these expensive kind of facial oil, don't you worry, go ahead and use Johnson's baby oil. It's amazing. It's good for your skin. It's not going to harm your skin. It doesn't have any kind of scent or smell. It's amazing, trust me. So just 2-3 drops, and I'm going to apply it onto my face. I'm going to apply it nicely onto my face. Just like this. This was hack number 3. You can easily get these kind of facial oils anywhere. We have Versali, we have Indulgio. Now Nike also have their own essential oil range, but I personally use Indulgio and I've been using it for a long time. It's good. But if you don't have and you don't want to spend money on these expensive facial oils, you can always go ahead for these Johnson's baby oil bottle, and trust me, it will bring changes in your skin. Now once I'm done with the priming and moisturizing part, I'm going to do my foundation. I'm gonna apply my foundation and I'll be back right in a minute. I'm back. My base is done, and for my base I used my favorite foundation, Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. It's in the shade 230 Natural Buff. This is my 3rd bottle, by the way, and it's amazing. So I've done my base. Now I'm going to apply some concealer. Again, Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Golden Beige, which we use on our eyes. We're going to apply the concealer nicely. A little bit on the nose and the forehead. So like that. I'm done with my base. Now we are going to do the we are going to set our base, and for that I'm going to need my Maybelline Fit Me compact. This is also one of my favorite compacts. Before you set your under eyes with a translucent powder, it's very important to set your under eyes with the compact first. Otherwise you will get the cracks under eyes, जो cracks आ जाते हैं. You will get those kind of cracks, and you don't have to just apply it in a circular motion under your eyes. You have to dab it in with the skin like this, under eyes, and all the places on your face where you know that you will going to have cracks or lines. I get smile lines, so I'm going to set it right here as well. And then I'm going to take this kind of a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to apply a little of this everywhere, just like so. Now, hack number 4. You are going to love this hack. If you don't have this kind of mineralized powder or translucent powder or any other powder to set your under eyes, you can see the texture of this powder is very, very fine. If you don't have this kind of powder, you can always go ahead and use Johnson's baby powder. It's a diaper rash powder, I know, but it's amazing for baking if you want to bake. I'm just going to take a little bit here, and I'm just going to take this kind of a spongy thing and just going to dab it in. Just going to apply onto the under eyes like this. It's going to set your under eyes, and it's going to give you a flawless finish. Trust me, try it. It's amazing. A little bit here. By mistake, I've set my whole face, but I want to tell you there's another hack. Hack number 5. If you don't have a contour palette like this, a creme contour palette like this, I would have used this contouring shade right now, this or this, mixing both of them. But since I've set my face, you are not supposed to use any of the creme product once you've set your face. You are not supposed to use any of the creme product. It's going to break out, and it's going to give you cracks, and it's going to look very patchy. So do it when you have your, the foundation set. Like, you are done with your foundation, but you haven't set your foundation with the compact. Do it this step then. So this is a hack I'm going to tell you. I have this contour palette, and you can see it's a color correcting contour shades. Guys, if you don't have like this shade, you can always use a matte brown lipstick. Yes, a lipstick. I would use it right now. Let it be. I'm anyway going to remove the makeup afterwards. I don't have to go anywhere. Why not experiment? I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm just going to use it very little right here and right here. You can don't use any of the glitter one, just use the matte lipstick. Just use the matte lipstick, no glitter lipstick. I'm going to blend it. See, just because I have set my face, it's going to be hard to blend. You don't have to do it. You have to apply this step. You have to do this step before you do any of the powder product on your face. Set it. But I just wanted to show you this hack. That's why I'm doing it. You don't do it. Just like so. You can see how beautifully it has blended, and nobody can say it was a lipstick. You just have to use a brown lipstick which is matte, and make sure it's not too dark according to your skin and not too light. If it's light, double coat it, apply it again and again, and make sure you get that coverage which you're looking for. And if it's if it's dark, the way this was pretty dark for me, so I applied a very little of it. Just go little by little. Just apply very tiny bit of it, blend it. If you think it's too less, apply it again, and then let it blend it. Now I'm going to use this contour palette. I'm not going to bronze, I'm just going to use this contour shade. You can see the difference. It's amazing. Same goes with the blush. If you don't have a blush and you have a pink lipstick, you can always use a pink matte lipstick. It should be matte. Pink matte lipstick right here, and apply it. But only then when you are not setting your face, you haven't set your face. Just do it when your face is kind of wet, like if it makes sense. Okay, now we are going to use our favorite thing, blush. For blush, I'm taking this Meaningful blush again. It is kind of my favorite. I like this blush. And I'm just going to apply it right here. Just like this. Now, I think my face is pretty set. I'm going to get rid of the baking that I did. Just blend it. Like, remove it, also blend it so that it stays there. It just, doesn't go off. Can you see? It's amazing. I love my eyes right now. For eyebrows, I love my eyes. Did I say? Okay. Now I'm going to do my brows, and for today's look, I'm going to keep my eyes very simple. So I'm just going to use this palette. It's a Chinese palette. I know China, but it was gifted to me, and it's a pretty good palette. It was gifted to me a long time back. Somebody got it for me. Very light-handed. I'm just going to apply it just like so. You can see. I'm taking a little bit of a dark shade behind it. Yeah. I have taken this and this shade. Since I have cut on my eyebrow, on this eyebrow, I have to be very careful. Just like that. I'm not gonna overdo my eyebrows. I want to keep it this way only. So yeah. Once I'm done with my eyebrows, yeah, you can see my skin. It's looking really nice. I'm just going to apply a little bit of this contour powder again, because I don't know, I'm feeling it. A little bit more. Yeah. Now it's perfect. And once we're done with it, I am going to take this brush and again this palette, and I'm going to take this shade, mixing with this, a little tiny bit of this. I'm just going to apply it onto my lower lash line. You can see the finish I got from the Johnson Baby powder and the hat I told you, especially the primer one. Now the hack number 6 or 5, I think, I don't remember. If you don't have I didn't want to do any of the glitter look on my eyes, but since I wanted to show you this hack, I am doing this. If you don't have this is a pack 2-way gel. It's a glitter glue. If you don't have this kind of a glue, you can always go ahead. The lip balm, yes, who doesn't have a lip balm? Everybody does, right? My lips as well. You're going to use a lip balm, and we are going to take a Q-tip just like this. It's a colored lip balm. Don't go for a colored lip balm. I don't have any other. So I'm just going to apply it wheresoever you want to put the glitter, you can apply it there. I want to put a little bit of glitter. First of all, I didn't want to put any of the glitter, but since I have to put somewhere, so why not on the inner corners, right? Just tiny bit of it. Now I'm going to take the glitter. I'm using this Color Essence glitter. It's a translucent kind of glitter. On the Q-tip again, another side of the Q-tip. I'm just going to apply it. I have to take a little more. Can you see that? Yes, you can. I'm going to do it on the other eye and I'll be back. I'm done. You can see it's looking really pretty. I've done the mascara. I've applied the mascara and I don't apply any other lashes today because I don't feel like with a bold lip I don't apply lashes and I don't like to use lashes. So last thing, I'm going to apply this white kajal, white liner. It's also from Maybelline. So I'm just going to apply it like this. See the difference. You can go ahead and apply 2 coats of mascara. That will give you the same effect. But I don't feel like using lashes with this look. And currently, trust me, I'm just loving my lashes. Lastly, I'm just going to clean any of the fallout that I have. Yeah. Now I'm going to use my favorite highlighter. One of my favorite highlighter. It's Master Chrome highlighter from Maybelline. And I'm just going to apply it. It's in a color rose gold and it's beautiful highlighter. It's very very natural on skin mode. You can see we used Aftershave Balm as a primer. We used Johnson's Baby Powder as the baking the under eyes for. So you can see it looks pretty amazing. Nothing out of the pore at all. Now we are going to apply what we're here for and the guest appearance of this lipstick. I'm going to use a Russian Red lipstick from MAC and lastly the lipstick. Before that, I'm just going to dab my lip balm because I want this lipstick to look pretty matte, just like this. And I'm now going to apply this lipstick. If you're dusty, this is the lip shade for you. If you're pretty dusty and you want a lip balm, you want a red lipstick for you, this is the shade for you. This is amazing. Don't worry, it looks like very loud right now, but it's going to get subtle in some time. So this is my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and this is my finished look. You can see. For me, this lipstick is quite dark. I'm using Makeup Revolution Set Spray, and yeah, this is my finished look. I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time. Please subscribe my channel, like this video, and drop a comment if you like this video or not. Thank you so much. See you again really shortly. Bye.